Welcome back to my interdisciplinary art studio. Head into the garden with me as I complete my 100+ hour patchwork mini quilt, all inspired by wildflowers, weeds, and garden planted flowers here on our land. Here are the final 2 months of me working on this project.
Well, good morning. I worked on this section, got some of this done. So I've just kind of had this area on my mind. Since I'm only rendering flowers that I've seen in our garden, I am only working from my own reference photos and drawings. We still only have one singular tiny patch of flowers now. It is almost May. Winter is just like not, it's just, I just feel the spring energy any way I can. So working on this is healing.
The plan is to finish all of the embroidery, hand quilt it, and prep it to hang in the gallery wall.
I'm definitely gonna remove this strip. I just don't feel like it's necessary. I finally found the photo from last year. I'm gonna render this. Now that it's getting close, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be over soon. Don't worry, we have plenty more to do. That'll be that. I have a good amount of embroidery left, but now I at least have a plan. I reorganized these. I'm just gonna keep this not in the book so then I can use it. Wow, it's like the piece is alive again. I don't know, there's something about it that has changed for me.
As the new flowers began to bloom, I began a tufting and punch needle mini series of these flowers as well, which is really exciting, and these will be in my summer shop update.
All right, friends, jam-packed, she-dense.
I did this outside as often as I possibly could, which just felt right. Was ever present with me as winter transitioned into a beautiful spring, and I spent so many mornings working on this piece before I got started on the rest of my day. I tended to do it in 45 minutes right after I got up, and that really helped support me in this project.
We have got the piece. La 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 la. Now I need to actually make it into a mini quilt.
What I did was I did a 4.5-inch square, and then I'm going to sew this onto the back, and this will make it so I can have like a slot for the piece of wood to go through, and then I'm going to add D-rings to that, and then I can hang it.
So I recently got this little guy.
It's so thin, like it's so thin, but it can withstand the heat of the iron. I do not understand, but who am I to question the sewing gods?
I'm so excited that this is finally happening. I'm watching all the How to Train Your Dragons. Very exciting. So I've got this side ready to go with the little so I'm gonna press everything, and then I'm gonna get some cotton batting in there, and then I think I'm gonna hand quilt it.
Hello, good morning. It's a very rainy day. For my warm-up, I think I'm going to work on this. If you've been following along, I've been working on this piece for about, I don't know how many months, a few months. Let us get a closer look. So this all started with patchworking. So this is the back. Then I spent the last few months hand embroidering. And then this piece renders all of those flowers. Are my most favorite. I recently got this beautiful, I think it's lace weight thread and it's natural dyed. I made this into a pillow. This is hand woven, and then these are patchworked, naturally dyed fibers. And I did a liner. Now it's on my studio couch, which is so nice, keeps me company. If the stitching would interrupt the pattern at all, I'm trying to go kind of like underneath, hidden. So I'm just doing a few rows because I think it'll rub off as I'm like handling it, but I've got added those just to give my eye a guiding line. I would love to be able to finish this over the next day or two.
So much of the reason I was so passionate about making this so large and so highly detailed was because I wanted an opportunity to slow down, be gentle with myself, and take the time to notice all of the intricacies of what was going on in our landscape directly in front of me.
I've just been hanging out under this tree, and I think this could be what I render on the side of the bureau. It's just so beautiful. It's very hot and muggy out today, but it's still a lovely day. Look at these little purple guys. There's a bunch more over here. Let us go back. Get that pretty girl.
The act of making this piece feels like gentle resistance to a chaotic, fast-paced world. It's choosing to take a moment and look around, appreciate all the beauty that is around us, and to cultivate and encourage wildness. I've been making these little wildflower bouquets when I mow the lawn and embracing the imperfections, and also the joy in the work that I do is a real gift, and I feel like this piece really embodies so much of what I love. Here is cottage chrysalis alongside the natural forms it depicts. This and several other works inspired by our landscape will be in my upcoming show at the Gallery at Wren in Bethlehem, New Hampshire. You can find all the details below. What makes art transcend from a personal, intimate experience to something beyond that is when you invite others into it. So sharing this work with you and with the people at the gallery, as well as my patrons on Patreon, who receive weekly artist diaries and studio chats where I go in depth into my process as a full-time working artist, means so much to me. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that I'll see some of you at the show, as well as the artist talk that I will be giving on the process of this work. And yeah, I hope I'll see you there or on Patreon. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much for hanging out in the studio with me. Bye-bye.